channel and welcome back to part 3 of my rally build setups for Gran Turismo Sport. In this series I'm trying to create competitive rally builds to go up against the Group B rally cars that are already preset in the game. So far I've done 2 builds, one with the Mitsubishi Evo 4 and the other one with the Subaru WRX STI, both of which haven't actually been able to beat the Ford Focus as yet. Today however we're going to be taking a look at the R34 Skyline, and I have a sneaking suspicion this one's going to easily do the challenge. It's probably not the most fair of tests considering you can get this up to around 1000 horsepower and the Ford Focus only comes out with about 550. But the idea of this series was just to take any car from the game and see if we can beat any of those Group B rally cars. As with all the cars in this series, I haven't actually taken this all the way around the racetrack yet. I've literally just been playing with it over a very short distance to see what kind of settings seem to work. In a moment I'll run you through the settings I've come up with for my 3-lap attempt, but as always make sure you leave a like on the video. If you're new around here as well, please subscribe. I've got new videos coming out every single week now, and use the comment section down below to give me your thoughts on the setup I've created for this car, and also if you'd like to see any specific cars done in the future. And now it's over to the settings where I'll explain a little bit more. So the GTR, like I said before, has got plenty of power to it. With this one I've taken it up to level 5 and the power ratio there to 250%, which gives you 842 brake horsepower. There is more power there. I'm sure some of you will want to put the power up, but I've just been finding whilst sort of practicing that actually the 842 is about right for me. Anything more than that I'm sliding off far too frequently. The weight reduction I've taken down to 88, which is just level 4. Again, like all the rally builds so far, I find it's actually a bit better to have a bit of weight. It gives you something to throw around in the corners and get it sliding. Traction control set to 1. Normally I'd have that set to 0, but for the purposes of this I've kept all of the cars at 1, so it's only fair to keep this one at the same. I've got dirt tyres front and rear there. The brake balance has been left at 0. Ride height I've actually raised up both front and rear to 160. I find it just helps soak up the bumps a little bit. Again, I've raised up the natural frequency there to 1.6 both front and rear. Anti-roll bars I've played around with quite a lot, again to stop any sort of understeer, so I've got 8 on the rear there and 4 on the front. The damping ratio, the compression side of things is 64 front and rear. I think that's just as it was. 94 on the rebound, I may have put those up to be honest with you. Camber angles there set to 1 and 1. I've got the toe angle out at 0.1 on the front and 0.6 on the rear. Downforce is set to 30, which is as low as you can get on the rear, because again I just quite like the cars to slide. I find it easier to get around the corners that way. With the differential you've got 10, 10, 40, 40 and 15 and 15. And then going down to the gearing as well, I've set that to 155. That's predominantly for this track because you tend to find that you can't get any faster than that on any of the straights anyway. Again, if you're running it on a different course, you might want to change that and play around with that a little bit more. But set that to 155. I haven't actually changed the gears beyond that, so as long as you set that to that, all the others will match up anyway, and that should be everything we need hopefully. We'll go straight over to the track now and I'll leave you with the 3-lap attempt. As I said earlier, I can't really see this one failing. I think it's just going to pull itself to victory with all that power it's got. But there's also a pretty high chance that I'm just going to smash into the side every 2 seconds as well. But fingers crossed, let's check it out and I'll see you on the next one.